This time on Roadkill Garage, it's the Pro Charger on the autocross course at Vegas Speedway with Wiley kicking some butt. You guys might remember this 1974 Dodge Charger SE from a previous episode. It was the Mopar Muscle Truck episode, and my buddy Chris Birdsong brought me this Charger. It didn't run, and Wiley Stevens and Birdsong pretty much did all the work to get the thing running, and we took it out, did a few burnouts, and had a bunch of fun. Wow!
This thing is awesome, Dulcich.
Wiley and I have been planning an epic road trip with this car. We're gonna take it to Vegas, meet up with Birdsong, and participate in an autocross event. So it's gonna need a lot of fixing up, and we're going to have this thing ship-shape in no time flat. Well, let's talk about the bare bones of what we're gonna need to actually make this thing roadworthy, take it to Vegas.
I know, I did notice when we moved it from inside the shop that there's a huge puddle of transmission fluid underneath.
Yeah, there is. I made a mess.
We gotta look at that. We probably need lights, right?
There's no bulbs at all. They're all smashed out, so that's
Check that
something.
out. Okay, and then fuel system, we just had the gas can up front.
We're not gonna get far with that. I think we put a gas tank in it and a fuel line. And
the real deal?
Well, we need that.
Okay. I know we cleaned this thing out a little bit, but just riding in the back seat, all the stuff getting blown around, my eyes were getting caked.
It's got toxic mold, is what it is.
Yeah, I don't want to be breathing that, especially if we're gonna go all the way to Vegas.
I did put some pretty good tires and wheels on it. I had that stuff off another project.
Oh, that's the other thing, brakes.
Oh, yeah.
Can't forget about that.
No, we need brakes.
Okay, one other thing I mentioned earlier. Maybe we could put some shocks in it if we're gonna go autocrossing.
That might help, yeah.
Let's push this thing to the front and start pulling all the stuff out of it.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I knew there was a reason for it. Now, let me explain. This seat came out of my brother's Charger back when he was in high school, and it's been sitting around the facilities here for, I would say, 27 years. So I'm gonna clean this thing up. First, I'm gonna blow it off to get all the rough dust off of it. Then I'm gonna shampoo the fabric with love, clean up the vinyl, and you'll just be amazed, as will Wiley.
Sounds like the seat's gonna be the best part of the car, and I can't wait to be riding in luxury going down the road.
It will be nice. And what do you mean? The rest of the car's not that bad.
Oh, the rest of the car's cherry.
Really? Wow, Wiley, you're getting after it, bro.
I couldn't wait, Steve. One more moment of this seat in that car is gonna kill me. Oh, yeah. Does that feel good? Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
Look at the floor in this thing, dude.
What about
Remember
it?
there was a bump in the back seat a little bit?
Holy cow.
They must have forklifted it or something. Look at
Yeah, that's gonna take some serious sledgehammer action.
that. Yeah. Since the floor's already got a bunch of holes in it, Steve thought it'd be a good idea if he sent me over here with the sledgehammer to flatten the floor back out. I'm gonna give it my best effort.
What's all this infernal banging I'm hearing? What?
Oh, dude.
Oh,
Check it out, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
What do you think? Would you hire me to do your body work?
On this, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, I'll tape up the holes and then throw the seat in.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Dude, you really brought this thing back to life.
I'm pretty happy with it, dude.
This is great. And no spiders either. All right, ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm
Dude,
in.
I kind of thought after sledgehammering the floor so much, it wasn't gonna go in the holes right, but.
No, man, it's perfect. Look how good it looks in there.
All right, let me throw some nuts on the bottom. Dude, you look as good as the seat.
Oh, yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I hope that's neutral.
Feels like neutral.
This is almost like simulating the whole driving experience.
Oh, yeah, how's it feel?
It feels fantastic. As much as I loved the Bro Charger when we first got it running, there were a couple of glaring problems that, well, frankly, we just ignored. Number one, it had a massive leak out of the transmission, maybe just the cooler lines or fittings or hoses or something, but we never even looked at that. So we completely ignored it, but not anymore. We're gonna fix it. The other thing is the braking system, which were basically non-existent. The thing wouldn't stop. We're gonna look at that too. We're gonna get the car way up on jack stands, pull the wheels and tires off, start working on it, and get it all fixed. All right, here's a live one.
It didn't take long to see what the problem was down here. It looks like the transmission is leaking from the pan gasket. I can see there's a chunk of the gasket sticking out the side. Transmission leak solved. It appears somebody tightened the pan down too much and it actually cut through the gasket. You can see where the pan's pushing through the gasket right here. Our pan is all beat up. Looks like somebody used a pretty gnarly screwdriver to pry it off at one point, bent it all up. So this one's not gonna seal properly anymore. Luckily, Steve has a plethora of other transmissions and pans. Just gonna pull this one off, clean it up, and we should be good to go.
We were kind of hoping to shortcut this and just get into bleeding the brakes and seeing if there were any leaks and if everything operated okay. But what happened was we were breaking loose the bleeder nuts and one of them broke off right in the wheel cylinder. So the drums are gonna have to come off and that wheel cylinder is gonna have to be changed, which means we're gonna have to do this right, inspect the brakes, see if there's anything broken inside like a spring or anything like that. If everything looks good, then we'll be in business. Now these drums, they've been on here forever, so I'm gonna put a little lube right here around every stud and around the center register, and then smack it all the way around with a hammer, and that'll probably free it up. Oh, look at that. The spring right there broken, parts falling out and flying around. It's a good thing we got in here because this was defective, and that makes for an unsafe vehicle.
All right, I think that's cleaned up enough. Gonna wipe this thing out and give it a little spray paint job, throw it back on the car. Pan's going on. There we go. All right, transmission pan's in.
Gonna have to pull the grill because I'm gonna have to replace the headlights. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get these to go, so got halogens, which are gonna be brighter anyway. There might be some wiring stuff that needs to be taken care of. We'll test that out as soon as I get the new bulbs in.
All right, so last time we drove this car with Birdsong, we did a little slalom testing on the road, and the car had tons of body roll. And since we're gonna be doing an autocross event, it's probably gonna be a good idea to replace all the shocks because anything is gonna be better than these old blown out ones. So I'm gonna pull these out and put some new ones in. Sweet.
Got all the busted headlights replaced with good ones, so I'm gonna try this out, hook up the battery, have Wiley hit the switch, and we're ready to go. I'm gonna leave the grills out because I gotta adjust the aim of the headlights, which you can't do with the grills in place. So no use putting them in, only to take them out again. Wiley,
Yo.
let's try this out.
All right. It's not gonna start a fire or anything, right?
No, but wish me luck. Okay,
Ready?
hit the switch.
1, 2, 3.
Huh? Turn the switch on, Wiley.
3, 2, 1.
Wiley, the switch.
One more time. 3, 2, 1.
The headlights don't work. So we've got a couple of problems, and it's all pretty much stemming from this area right here. The column is halfway taken apart. It's only halfway bolted in. In fact, it can shift gears just by moving it up and down. So if you have it in park, it'll drop in reverse as soon as you get out of the car. It's missing parts. This whole housing here holds the turn signal switch, and the brake lights work through that. So We found out that the headlight switch here is pretty janky, so we got to drop the column so we can pull the panel back, replace that headlight switch, and everything will work exactly as it did fresh from the factory.
I got the old shocks pulled out, and it appears that there's some type of air ride system, and it doesn't look like it was factory. So instead of going with another air ride style shock, we just went with these. It's just a regular gas shock, unadjustable. You can buy them anywhere, but it's gonna be a lot better than that and should improve our handling quite a bit. All right, rear shock's installed. It's basically the same story up here as it is in the back. The front shocks are totally blown out, just like the rears. So I'm gonna replace that old busted up shock with this one, and it should be good to go. All right, that finishes up the shocks.
We got a new headlight switch. It's a little different as far as the connection. Hopefully it'll plug in, and then we'll see if the headlights and taillights work. We have the new headlight switch in, so I'm gonna connect the battery, and Wiley will give it a shot.
All right, bro, ready?
Oh man, I hope it works. All right, hit that switch. Boom!
Dude.
Okay, they're on. Let's see if the high-low works.
All right. How's that?
It's like new.
Dude.
Let's see if the taillights are on.
All right. Dude, I see a tail marker, side
Side marker works, so taillights probably.
Oh, all four even.
Wow.
Dude, nice work, Steve.
I know, man, we're killing it, dude.
Dude, this is great.
Charger's awesome. Well, that's done, so we'll wait for the brake parts to come in tomorrow, and then we'll get on that, put
Yeah.
the limited slip in, and that's about it.
Sounds good. I'm gonna get started on the differential, but to get to that, I'm gonna have to take the axles out, which also means I gotta take all these brakes off. Sometimes you can get to the backing plate bolts if there's a hole in the axle here, but there's not. So this is all coming off. It's not that big of a deal though, because we got a new spring kit coming, which is actually a good thing since we found broken springs on the other side. We put the new wheel cylinders in and brake shoes when we come to it, but for now, I'm gonna be getting this axle out of here. Wonder if the diff's gonna have any fluid in it or if it's gonna be full of sand. I've got the rear diff cover off. Now I just need to unclip the axles so I can slide those out, and we're gonna be replacing this differential. It's an open carrier. It's got the stock spider gears still in it. And if you can remember on the last episode, we had this thing out. We were doing some smoky burnouts, but really only that tire was spinning, and we can't have that anymore. We need full power to the wheels. We need full traction. So what we've got here is a drop-in lunchbox style locker. It's a power tracks unit, and it's pretty much the easiest thing you can do to get a posi in your car if you have this kind of setup, because you don't have to remove the ring and pinion and re-shim the whole thing. It actually just goes right in place of the old differential. There's one. There's two. Clips pretty much just fall out. Now we can pull these out. That is the right side. Sweet. Left side. That's all the old spider gear and differential pieces out. Now to assemble the other one on the bench and see if it fits. I've actually never put one of these together before, but I perused over the instruction manual and I think I know how to do it. I'm gonna assemble it right here on the bench so I know it's all put together correctly and straight. Then I'm gonna use a Sharpie and just line everything up. That way when I'm installing it in the rear end, I know exactly how to keep it perfectly straight. Okay, I need to see my mark is facing me. Now I'm gonna slide the axle in. You do want to put a lot of grease in there so it's not just metal on metal grinding. They said you have to use quite a bit of force to get this in. Look at that. Voila. I've got that lunchbox locker installed, and I'm just waiting because I decided to paint the rear cover. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna put the brakes back together. I'm gonna start by bolting the backing plates on and then assembling the rest of this here. Also, the brake lines have both broken right where it screws on to the back of the wheel cylinder. So we just gotta make new brake lines to reach the T in the back. right, differential is done. Now I'm gonna start working on those brake lines. All right, try to get this thing in here. The brakes are back together, and I've adjusted the little adjuster on the bottom. I think this is where I want it. I've got just a tiny bit of drag on the drum, but that's just touching, and that's gonna be it. Yesterday, we had a really productive day. I got the locker in and the brakes all rebuilt, and I did a crummy job on the brake lines, but they're in and nothing leaks.
No, and it's a really good pedal, man. It's solid as rocks.
Yeah, and then you actually were able to get all the lights working?
All the lights, turn signals, you name it, I got it.
So carburetor and a couple other things on this thing, and it should fire up?
Should probably cut the old exhaust system out, which is just dangle-angling.
Oh yeah, street strip.
We're pretty close to road ready, man.
Okay, sweet. Let's do it. All right, so they keep joking about the street strip exhaust. Well, I'll show you what we're talking about. See right here? This is one of the header collectors, and it comes out to about here, and it's been chopped. This is the other side of the exhaust, which goes all the way out the back. And so one side of the car is real quiet, the other side is a thumper. So what I'm gonna do is just chop the exhaust to match and get rid of the rest of that side. Oh, that worked. Protect your eyeballs at all costs. Coming down.
Our 318 has seen a lot of miles, and that's why I'm gonna go with Castrol Edge High Mileage Full Synthetic Motor Oil. It's specially formulated for engines with over 75,000 miles, and it'll give our 318 a new lease on life. Here you go, baby. Google, Google, Google. Last time we had the Bro Charger out, it had one of Birdsong's carburetors on it, so he took it back. And that forced me to get this really fancy looking Brawler 750 double pumper. The Brawler is actually a budget line of carburetors, but they work really good. We've used them on a lot of projects, so I've got a couple of doodads to put on, the Mopar throttle linkage adapter, which I have right here. I need to attach a dual feed fuel line, and then it'll be ready to bolt on. Got all the doodads on the carburetor, but I'm gonna give it a little test fit because it might interfere with some things here, which, yes it does. The air conditioning strut brace hits, which I can remove, that's not necessary. It's hitting the power brake hose, and then I think it'll bolt on. We're gonna make our first attempt at getting the engine started. All right, crank it over and see what happens.
All right, starting. Nothing. Let me try pushing this connector together.
Oh, I think I know what's wrong. We need to run a jumper wire for the neutral safety switch ground on the starter relay. Okay, see if anything happens now.
All right, ready?
Yep. That's better than expected.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, fired right up. Okay, so we have a running Bro Charger. The only problem is kind of a jiggly connection on the ignition switch, but that's not that big of a deal.
Dude, not bad at all.
I know.
It's instant fire. That was
Nice
awesome.
going.
Dude, great work.
I know.
This thing doesn't need much left. Just a fuel system and wheels and tires.
And then Vegas bound?
Sounds good, dude. I'm gonna throw the wheels on. Ha-ha! All right, bounce check. Dude, it's almost the same.
I think it's better. Overall, I think it's pretty good. We got a lot done. I mean, we have the fuel system to do when we get the parts, and we have a good car. I've had to work on some stuff in the front shop. Meanwhile, Wiley's had the Charger over here in the back shop working on a few things. I'm gonna go over and check out what he's got done. Wiley!
Steve.
Man, you've been working, huh?
Yeah, man, check it out. It's actually pretty sweet.
Wow.
Check out the wheel.
The tough wheel.
I thought you'd like it. I got one other surprise for you.
What?
Check this out.
Okay, guessing game. I can hear it's a different starter. It's a mini starter.
Yeah, that's
Plus
pretty good.
It cranks the engine. The old
What?
one didn't.
There's something else, though. What else?
different mufflers. You put mufflers on it.
It's a little quieter, right?
Yeah.
I just put some cherry bombs right on the end of the headers.
Oh, yeah, I think those are the old ones off the Cougar.
Oh, yeah, I just found them in the other shop.
Anything else?
Pretty sweet. Well, I'm about to put the gas tank in if you want to give me a hand.
Okay. This goes in here, like so. Oh, look at that.
That seems okay.
One more. That's perfect.
Let's throw it in. Can you put a finger on that bolt?
I have to get my arm in there.
Yeah, okay, that's great. Oh, well, look at that.
Oh, that makes it way easier.
So much better.
Pretty good teamwork.
And that's basically installed.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah. That'll go right in.
Should slide right in.
You're getting it. More weight.
Got it.
There you go.
All right, dude. Fuel tank's in.
That was the job.
Yeah, it was.
Well, let's move this operation to the other shop and pick it up over there.
Look at all the progress we've made, dude.
I can't tell you how much I love this car, especially now.
Yeah.
Brakes work, a locker in the rear end.
Transmission leak's pretty fixed.
Yeah, fuel system, and probably take this out for a test drive and see how it runs.
Yeah. I mean, the car's really grown on me. Sounds like a plan.
I love it.
Oh, Black Widow. Oh my gosh, they love hiding in the jacks. That thing's huge.
I don't even see it. Where is it? Oh, that big old Black Widow? Unfortunately, our upgraded 3/8 line didn't come in, so what I'm gonna do is just hook up the original 5/16 line that's in the car, but it's been disconnected for who knows how long. So we're gonna flush that out, put new hoses on, and it should be good to go.
Is anything coming out?
All right, that's ready to go.
Really?
Yeah.
Bada boom.
Oh, dude,
That's really nice.
it is. How's it going down there, Wiley?
Good, dude. Fuel lines are all connected?
Is that it?
I think so, unless you got something disconnected in the back.
No, I got that all done.
All right, let's
Go
take
for a
this thing
ride.
for a spin.
Hop in. We're gonna take it easy until we get a little bit of a feel for it.
Yeah, you gotta warm it up a little.
We gotta tighten up this mirror.
You gotta get the mud off the tires.
Yeah,
You know,
it's comfy though.
I was about to say, it's really comfortable. We got the floor mats.
Yeah,
There's like half the amount of dust flying around
almost
now.
nothing.
Yeah.
The seat makes a big difference too.
Oh, the armrest is all the difference. What's the knocking?
Yeah. That's weird. What
Yeah,
is
I'm trying
that?
to think what would be so clunky.
Do you think that the header muffler is like rattling back and forth and hitting something? Or
It doesn't
it got
sound like
plenty
that.
of clearance?
It should have quite a bit of clearance.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of sounded like,
What?
like, I don't know, like a caliper loose on the brakes. Does it go away when you step on the brakes?
No.
Give it a little walk. Drive shaft?
I was thinking that, but
You think the drive shaft's rammed into the transmission?
and we just didn't hear it before because we had no
And
mufflers.
it was so loud in here? Well, if it didn't break then.
Well, that's possible. I would put that down as one of the possibilities.
Okay. Maybe if we drive it long enough, it'll tell us exactly what the problem is.
Yeah. You think it'll do a burnout?
There's only one way to find out.
This is like a nice clean road. It might have a lot of too much traction.
I keep trying to look in this mirror that doesn't exist.
I know, and I keep looking in this one here in the middle, and it just flops up.
Flopping.
I'm a little scared to try.
All right, you're clear back. Let's do it.
Nope.
Maybe in the dirt.
Yeah, it didn't have enough.
What's clunking like that, though?
Is it still clunking?
Watch, give it a little rap of the throttle.
This is rattling.
Yeah.
Valve float right there.
Yeah, a lot of valve float.
At 5,000 indicated on the tach, which is probably off.
We don't need high RPM for autocross.
No, I mean, all you're gonna do is put it in first gear and then, you know, drag the door handles because things got a lot.
I was being a little sarcastic. I thought we would want the high RPM, but as long as we make it there.
Seems like it wants to die now.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I wonder why. Shouldn't be doing that.
We're smoking like crazy.
We are?
Well, it seems like there's quite a bit of white smoke coming out the back.
You're kidding me.
Out of the right side. And now it runs fine.
Yeah.
You think the distributor's bushing is worn out or something? Like in the Challenger?
I don't think
See how
so.
it's like it almost gets out of sync.
That's kind of weird. Maybe it just needs a good old Italian tune-up.
Whoa!
Okay, I think we know what...
Oh, what that clunk might have been. Oh, look at... Who put the front wheels on? I don't know. Well, we pulled over for a short pit stop because the driver's side wheel came off. The thing is, while I was gone, Steve threw these beautiful wheels on the car, but I don't think anyone ever torqued them down. In fact, I don't think anyone torqued any of them down because every single lug on the whole car is loose, which we probably should have checked before we left, but I'll show you right here that you can just spin them off freely by hand, like that.
I was convinced that we had 100% reliability going out, and it wasn't.
Well, it's not good.
It's not bad, though, is it? I mean, I know it's not good, but it's not horrific. It's not a horror movie.
It'll make it to Vegas, probably.
Make it like that.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. We'll tinker around with a couple of little things and hit the road in the morning.
Sounds good.
Today's the day. We're gonna try to make it to Vegas, and we've got the car as prepped as we can, the locker installed, the engine running like a champ, and we even have brakes. And the wheels are on there now, too. So, what do you think?
The wheels are torqued, too.
Yes,
Yeah,
nice.
not just on.
Nice work on that, Wiley. Let's hop in and hit the road.
Well, Birdsong doesn't know what's coming to him.
Oh, man, he's gonna be completely amazed when he sees this thing.
I hope he's blown away.
I think he will be. Look at the way this thing cruises.
I mean, he does some major transformations, too.
Yeah.
But this isn't a complete car, but where it's come from is a huge step in the right direction.
Yeah. It came from Vegas as a complete pile of junk and is returning as, well,
Less of a pile of
less
junk.
of a pile of
Yeah.
junk, yeah.
And you're gonna leave the 318 and just hop it up?
Yeah, I'm 100% dedicated to the 318. I'm not gonna put a stroker big block in it. I'm not gonna
way.
I'm gonna go strictly small cubes.
You're gonna keep the torque flight?
I think so. Torque flight and freeway gears.
Wow.
I want it to be lightweight. I am in third gear, right?
Yeah, we're almost up to speed. Yeah, speaking of which way do you want to go? You want to go over to Tehachapi?
Yeah, it's the fast way to Vegas from here.
Yeah, that'll be cool. It'll be the test, too. We get to go over the mountain pass, you know?
I don't know if I'm ready for such a test.
Oh, we're ready.
Oh, we are? And this Procharger is everything I dreamed it would be.
Oh, just wait till we hit the desert.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna be awesome. Check it out. Vegas.
Ooh, doggy. Michael Jackson live. I thought Michael Jackson was dead. Treasure Island. Man, let's go get some treasure.
I know. It sounds so
The
tempting.
mirage. Is it real or is that a mirage?
I'm really excited for autocross tomorrow.
Okay, here's something I wasn't going to tell you.
What's that?
We're going to have the lowest horsepower
Yes.
and the worst handling car at the event.
Oh, I knew that.
But
But
I am in to win. I'm not there to make an appearance. I'm not there to be a competitor or attendee.
right.
I'm honestly there to win.
Not there to place.
No, I'm 100% serious,
We're
Wiley.
going for the gold.
Yeah. So that's my whole thing. Now that I've told you, I feel like I've told you everything. I've
Well,
been holding back.
I didn't know you were going to be like so gung ho about
Oh no,
winning.
I'm 100% in to win.
You're going to go full Freiburger win.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to cheat any way I can think of. I'm going to try to sabotage
That's
the
not
competition.
what I meant.
And I'm gonna drive the wheels off of this thing, but literally.
Please don't
hopefully
drive the wheels
I'll
off.
keep them on. I don't want to repeat of what happened the other day.
Exactly.
Yeah. But legit, I'm in to win. Whoa! All right, Wiley. We're late, but we're not roadkill late.
You know, I think the driver's meeting is going right now. Hey there.
Where's the autocross?
Autocross?
On the left, to the top to your left.
Thank you. We made it.
I know, this is it. Beautiful Las Vegas and Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
What a trip. She never let us down.
Everything we touched worked like clockwork.
I know. Man, driving through the strip last night with all the lights, it was surreal.
Oh, I know.
It's
This
awesome.
thing almost belongs in Vegas. It's got that Vegas vibe to it. I can feel it, can you?
Oh, it's in the air.
I
Steve.
know.
It's undeniable.
So, autocross, domination, with the Bro Charger, I'm not here to participate. I'm here to win.
I know, man. Last night you sounded pretty confident.
I was.
That's pretty good. Well, let's check out the track.
Okay. Do you know when the jalopy race is?
They're all throughout the whole day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a jalopy. Did you see it? Man, you,
Let's give me the scene.
Well,
I learned that a long time
man,
ago.
you're on to me already.
Strap me up, dude.
Who wants to drive first?
You wanna go?
I'll drive first.
He's gonna break the car, so it might be the only.
Maybe you should drive first.
No, let him break it. It's his car.
The BS stops when the driving starts.
Group 7. He likes them loud.
I know.
Oh, what have you guys done? I see seats.
Yeah, we put a seat in it.
Interior spiffed and detailed.
A third posi tracks in the back.
Oh, so now you can spin both tires.
It's got the locker. It's got the racing wheels.
This thing grew up because the steel wheels that were on it were, they weren't that great.
They're pretty ugly.
Yeah.
Got a big old brawler carburetor on the 318.
What, like a 950?
Now 750 double bumper.
Ooh.
Yeah, didn't want to overdo it.
I eliminated the street strip exhaust and put some header mufflers on.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. But now it's only street car.
No.
No, I mean, what are you talking about? Street car? We're here to race.
Yeah.
Well, you're
It's
gonna
an
have to,
autocross vehicle.
you're gonna have to prove that to me, Dulcich.
Oh, I'll
I
prove-
have seen this thing waller in person.
It doesn't waller. Well, it does waller actually, but it's still not that bad.
When are you guys going out?
Right now.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it then.
The registration lady said we got 3 passes each. I'm thinking we ride together on the first one.
Yeah.
And then we do 2 by ourselves, and those 2 by ourselves will be like our times. But that
Okay.
way we get like a little bit of a ride together.
I'd consider that the pre-running the course, the first run.
Staging up. Here we go. All right. I thought you were gonna take it easy.
I am taking it easy.
Oh, a little tight.
throttle this thing around.
Yeah, you gotta get that back end a little loose. Here we go. Oh. Nice save.
Is this a big sweeper here?
Yeah. You gotta jolt left. S-turn. It's gonna be a left-right. Boom! 58 seconds!
Oh!
That's under a minute, dude, on the warm-up.
Boom.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here and let you take 2 laps.
Okay.
All right, that wasn't actually too bad. He ran a 58, I think. I saw it on the clock. We were thinking this thing was gonna be way over a minute. All the fast cars are running in the low 40s, so actually pretty surprised on how it did. All right, Steve's about to pull up to the staging line right here. I think he's having PTSD flashback from Lincoln, Nebraska. And he's off. It looks a lot slower from outside the car, I'll tell you that. All right, he's doing all right. No cones down yet. I was really expecting to see a lot more body roll out of the car, but it doesn't look too bad, actually. I thought it was going to be completely uncomposed. All right, looks like he's going down to the last straightaway, and he's got one more little S-turn, and he's going to be through the line. We'll see what kind of time he gets right here. He's running slower than before. We got a 59.056. He lost about half a second on that one.
What'd it run, Wiley?
That was a 59.056. You lost half a second with me out of the car.
Really?
Yeah, maybe it was a good counterbalance in there.
No way. I thought it was faster.
I don't know, man. You didn't slide out in the corner either.
I know.
All right, better luck next time.
Okay, so I ran a little bit slower on my second run, even though I thought I was faster. But I've got one more run, and then Wiley will take over.
All right, Steve's pulling up for his last lap. All right, he's off the line. A little bit of tire spin, actually. Oh, it looks like he's moving a lot quicker this time. I wonder if he just juked us on that last run. It looks like he's really moving through it. Oh. Okay, that is a lot of body roll.
This is just about the end of the line.
50 seconds. Oh, he's gonna beat his time. He's gonna beat his time. 56.254. That's pretty good. Knocked about 2.5 seconds off that one. Hey, that last pass was a lot better.
What'd it run?
You had a 56.254, so you knocked like 2 3/4 seconds off. That's not bad.
Oh, okay. It felt faster.
Honestly, I'm just stoked we're under the 1 minute mark.
Yeah, well, I don't think that's bad. You want to hop in and give it a try?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so this thing actually handles a lot better than I was expecting.
The Roadcharger handles surprisingly good. It just could use a little bit more power. Well, and maybe a little more suspension, too. Overall, oh, man, he's ripping it. Look at that thing go. Wow, that's poetry in motion right there.
Oh, come on.
Oh, man, he's really opening it up.
That armrest really helps.
I don't know where I read the time. Oh, there's the time right there. That's a 55.85 with the 7. That's ripping it.
I think I just beat Steve. No way. I got one more chance to smoke him.
55.85 with the 7.
Dude.
Pretty good. Nice work, Wiley.
Thank you, Steve. I get one more?
Yeah, let it rip.
All right, I'm gonna give it hell this time.
It looked really good out there.
Thanks, dude.
I've never seen a man happier behind the wheel of an automobile. This is fantastic.
Here we go.
This is what the hobby is all about. Look at that. Roadcharger, autocross, Las Vegas, the wind and the sun, the tire smoke.
Holy Moses. I feel like I'm going a little faster this time. Almost lost it there at the end. It's a little sloppy, but that was fun. Oh my gosh.
And a 55-44 with an 8. I don't know if there's anything left in that car after Wiley got done with her.
Oh my gosh, I'm totally gonna get into autocrossing now. This is the best. We pretty much rescued this thing from the grave.
Oh, I know. It was like in an impound yard for 35 years before it landed on our laps.
I know,
right?
look at it now
Oh,
in all of
dude.
its glory.
Yeah, we hopped in it and drove it all the way to Vegas like that.
No problem at all. We did tons of stuff to this thing. We got a locker in the back with that power tracks,
Fixed all the wiring and lights and signals and side markers.
all the bells and whistles.
All the big stuff is not touched, but the little things that made it roadworthy,
Perfecto.
right there. Raced the car, had fun.
Yeah, it was a great
Ooh.
trip. And you know, it's like every time you get in this thing, something's inevitably gonna bother you. And it's like, you're gonna wanna fix it, and then every time after that, you're gonna drive it, fix it, and it's just gonna eventually be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Better and better and better. And if that happens, you'll see it on Roadkill Garage.